Hello everyone, this is DavidViadel23 and welcome to the Mandrago's Cave. Today we are gonna be drawing MerMay2025 like we did last week as well, okay? This MerMay, you know guys, it's a challenge where we have to draw a prompt every day during the month of May, and all of this is mermaid related, okay? I'm gonna put my previous video here where we are drawing Calcifer from Studio Ghibli, where I am talking a little bit about Miyazaki and some of the movies that he has done, traditional animation, and some very nice aspects of the prompt that was given to us the other day. For today, the prompt is Brave. We are on the day 14 more or less, I think, 14 more or less, halfway through the challenge more or less. I'm starting a new page. In the previous video, I showed you that there was already a couple of drawings done because it's one drawing per day. You can see them all in Instagram down below in the show more section, okay? So feel free, I invite you to go there and check one by one. All of the drawings have like a little bit of a story, or a little bit of explanation, or a little bit of some notes, okay, of me sharing this information. I'm gonna be drawing here on the top, on the side, on the corner here today, because I want obviously to distribute the drawings with the paper. This is a big paper. This is a A3 paper. Is the double of a A4, a normal size paper, like printing paper, and I'm trying to fit 6 or 7 if I can in each paper. So later, when I do a sketchbook tour of the whole challenge, I can show you all the drawings together in one go, okay? It's easier for me to show you that. I'm gonna put here as well the MerMay2024 challenge, the sketchbook full, so you can see what I've been drawing for the previous year, and I hope you like it as well, okay? So for now, as I said, the previous idea, the prompt is Brave. I guess a lot of people is gonna be drawing Merida from the Brave movie. That is very cool. If I can choose, I don't like to draw girls. I prefer to draw creatures. These mermaids are for me more. If they're supposed to be real, okay, let's go into the hypothesis, into the theory that this is a fantasy happening, okay, like a legend, a myth happening for real. I wanna think that they are gonna be looking more like creatures, like beasts, okay? So all of them, or most of them in this challenge and in the previous one, you will see more creature looking. Like, if you will find one, they should look like that. More animalistic, more blending with the environment. Like when you are looking at a tiger or a lion in their natural habitat, they are able to camouflage in different aspects and everything, like you know, snakes. Every type of animal has this kind of mini camouflage or some sort of adaptation to the environment. So the mermaids, in my opinion, are the same. So with this challenge, I'm trying to focus in that. There are some prompts because of time, because maybe I finished late doing my own things and I had no time, maybe because there are other things going on in life at the same time and it's difficult to do a drawing per day. You would think that maybe it's good to do a drawing more normal that time, and that is okay. I think today is one of those days that I just want to chat with you a little bit. We don't normally do mermaid videos because it only happens once per year, and it's a nice opportunity, okay, to populate a little bit the playlist for the mermaid and to talk about things in general. I am, as you can see, drawing some sort of bear. As I said, people, I think is gonna be sharing some Merida drawings transformed as a mermaid. I'm gonna go for the bad guy. The bad guy is Mor'du. Mor'du is this gigantic demon bear, all black, with very penetrating eyes that we encounter during the movie Brave, halfway the story, at the end of the story. And you know, Merida and Mom need to fight him, escape from him, and everything. You know, face him basically. He's the in theory the bad guy of the story. I want to talk a little bit about the guy. Obviously, this is gonna be a mermaid Mor'du. Funny, but yeah, let's try to adapt. Let's try to adapt for this sense. Mor'du has the jaw some sort of sideways, like it's been broken or something. Like when you see someone or an animal that has a broken jaw, it looks a little bit loose at the bottom. What is the bottom, the bottom of the face, that is the jaw, it looks a little bit kind of loose. And in most of the designs, most of the scenes that he is shown, it's kind of always like that. Obviously, you know that this is a cartoony channel. We like to draw everything more cartoon, caricature, and I am not going to be doing anything kind of realistic animal. I am not going to be doing any kind of realistic bear or anything like that, or even stylized. I'm looking for the cartoony aspect of it, like I always do in my drawings, be it One Piece videos, Inktober videos. Always try to find the cartoonized version of that. Sometimes it's more difficult than others, but let's see how it's gonna be here. Mor'du has a couple of a few arrow heads here on the back, because he's always in a fight. Just to put you in context of this guy, there is if you are by any chance subscribed to Disney Plus, you have all the Disney movies. This is Disney Pixar movie, and Mor'du has his own clip, his own short, that was released, I believe, together with the movie or after the movie, short after the movie as well, to create lore. The lore in a project, the lore in a story, is the thing I love the most. Like in Lord of the Rings, there is a lot of lore. What is the meaning of lore? Lore, if you don't know what's that, is basically everything that is around a character, or everything is around a story. Basically, is telling me why, when, how, and how many, all these questions that you may ask, no? Why is this happening to this guy? From where is he coming? Is there other people that live the same experience, etc., etc., etc.? So, lore. And this can be gigantic, ginormous in the case of Lord of the Rings, or in the case of One Piece, for example, or what they are doing now in Disney as well with Star Wars. And it is something that I appreciate and I look for when I'm reading or watching a story. When I am interested in a story and I want to learn more, this is what I'm trying to focus, to discover more details, okay? So I'm able to talk, theorize, think, and I don't know, create basically the picture in my mind of what do I want to see. So let's do just for 1 second. These are gonna be his paws like this. And what shape are we gonna do? Well, normally I'm using Derwent Chroma Flow. I'm gonna change to the other one, that's true, because I'm doing all of them with the fine liner, with the mechanical pencil, and it's looking very sweet, and I can delete. So I'm gonna do the tail part with the big Matic 0.7mm HB2 that I said in the previous videos I will be using it more, so I'm gonna be using it a little bit more to define the character here. I normally start the video with, you know, this kind of sharpening, and then I start drawing directly. And now how I started talking about the prompt and everything, my mind went a little bit to another place. But basically, with the mechanical pen, with the mechanical pencil, I have a very thin line. and it allows me to work more delicate, so I can erase the extra lines that I don't want later nicer. It's not going to be a major problem in this if you want to modify something, because I started with black, and the character is kind of grayish, blackish, like that, like those tones, like dark tones, like very evil tones, so it's not gonna be a problem. But I kind of fancy doing the character like this, okay, kind of making a little bit of shape like this, and he's like a big guy. We want to make him like upset, like maybe like this, and some of the clothes like this, open like this. Okay, he's like something like that. That's what I have in mind, like this, and the other hand as well, like this, for example. Yeah, I like something like this for this guy because he looks very constrained, and I will explain you why, very within himself. So this is explained a little bit in the Brave story, but in the short it's only about his past and how he became this monster, this demon creature. Okay, basically Mor'du originally was the son of a king. This king had, this ruler had 4 sons in a very nice kingdom, let's say, and really nice lands, okay? And what happened is that when he got older, he decided to not give the kingdom to the eldest, that it was this guy. He said, I have 4 sons, I'm gonna split the kingdom, my territory, in 4 pieces, and each one of you will be leader of a clan, let's say, like king of their own, okay? So the other 3 brothers, the other 3 little brothers, all of these characters had a specific, let's say, characteristic. They were good-hearted, they were skilled, they were blah, but this guy was strong. So basically he thought, because he was the eldest and because he was strong, or stronger than the rest, he should be the one taking over. But the father didn't decide. The father disagreed in that aspect, didn't decide to do that at the end, as I said. So what happens is that when the father died, the kingdom got split, and war started. So because the older brother wanted to conquer the other ones, there was a lot of fight going on, but obviously none of them will be able to win the fight. So this guy went to a witch, okay, in the story is funnily explained like, oh, very nice, beautiful witch, blah, 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 because the witch is the one telling the story, and Disney Pixar wanted to kind of cartoonize and make a little bit of joke with this aspect. But if you think about it, the story is very dark, and the story is very bloody, to be honest, because it's about fighting, or better said, explained, infighting, because it is people within the family fighting against themselves. So basically, the guy goes there and he says, I want the strength of 10 people, I want to be able to conquer, blah blah blah, and all the things that evil characters want in these stories. So he basically goes seeking this witch, and exactly in the same path, exactly following the same structure that happens in Brave, when Merida wants to run away and escape and have her own choice and her own future. So this is a parallelism, obviously, telling you this is the mythology of this story. Even if that story is created from different Nordic or different, let's say, Scottish, Nordic stories and Viking stories as well, like it's like a mix, like a pastiche of stories. It works, but obviously we don't have a real, let's say, a real story within the Brave movie. Okay, all of this is created by Disney Pixar. So what happens there is the same. This witch creates a potion. The guy invites in this story, the guy invites his brothers to kind of for a gathering, for a meeting, like to make peace, but it's a lie. He drinks the potion in front of them. He transforms himself into this creature. He didn't know what was gonna happen. He knew already the outcome. The witch gave him all the time the two options. You can drink this, but choose to make peace with your brothers, with your family, and everything is good, or don't, and just get stronger and conquer. But obviously this corrupted him, corrupted his soul. The demon within this dark magic took over, and he won the battle. But when he went to the people, transformed as a creature, transformed as a beast, obviously, the people saw him as a beast, as a creature, and they tried to kill him. There was more fight there, and the kingdom, all the land, all the territory went in disarray, in craziness, because obviously now there was no ruler, and all this story happened with this guy. I think, in a nutshell, this is what happens to the guy, basically what happens to the guy, and it is animated in a way in the short that there is a lot of 2D, and there is a lot of kind of probably After Effects software to blend the scenes and to kind of make these kind of transitions and everything. It's interesting. It is not something I would have done in that way after the 3D work in Pixar, or after the kind of this stylized realistic look for the bear, to portray it like this, but it's okay, it's a short, and it's lore. It's to create lore. I don't think this was like a major breakthrough or anything in for Disney or with this short or anything, but another day I will do a video specific only talking about the movie in general and the layout of the whole movie, and probably drawing Merida and other brothers as well, the three brothers, and going through the whole thing. But for today, I think explaining Mor'du's kind of reasons to be like this, it can be. I think it can be more than enough. I'm gonna make more arrows like this. I'm gonna make even maybe some wounds like this. He has some wounds, I think, here on the face as well, that we can kind of define a little bit with some yellowish tone or brownish tone, and even this can be like hairy, like this. Okay. And I need to add, well, I don't think I need to add gills to breathe or anything, because we made the very nice face here. It can work like this as well, but yeah. Okay, this is looking nice. Let's add some line work. I think today I fancy going for 0.2. Normally I use more delicate, but how this is a very brute character, a very rude, let's say, and very strong guy, I think we can be helped by the design of the character if we go with a thicker way. I'm modifying the ears a little bit, because the ears are a little bit lower, in theory, to give this kind of more dangerous sense of it. And all of it is gonna be dark, so we will leave the eyes like this, like it's a little bit of light there. I want to know your opinion as well, if you have read or watched into Mor'du's story, into Brave story. I want to know what do you think about this kind of creation of evil, and this kind of need from Disney lately to explain us why a guy is bad. And it's something that I don't think I enjoy that much, because we have it a lot lately with, let's say, Maleficent. We have it as well with the witch in Snow White. Kind of Disney is trying to excuse the bad guys, with Scar as well in The Lion King. It's kind of trying to excuse the bad guys, saying, okay, they are bad guys because this and this happened when they were kids or when they were younger. It's okay, and it's acceptance and everything, but if I have to be frank here, I like to see sometimes guys that are bad, for the sake of being bad, for the sake of having a bad guy, a bad character, because maybe there is a trauma behind or something. Yes, okay, but the guy is bad. The guy has no redemption. I understand Disney is more family friendly in all their projects, but yeah, I want to know as well your opinion about that. Maybe that is me just trying to see a little bit more of consistency in characters, for example, because I like to be able to expect some things from someone, like Jafar in Aladdin story, in the Disney story, and not in the original story. In the Disney story, he's bad, and I want to see his evilness through the action that he's doing. I don't want him redemption. I don't want him frustrated when he was a kid or something like that. I want him bad. Maleficent story. The first movie is nice. The live action is nice. But again, I would keep the bad guys bad for the sake of storytelling, basically, and for the sake of me as a reader or as a viewer being afraid of that guy or that character coming back in another movie and doing some other bad things, you know, like danger, and it is very important, I think, for a story if that is done in that way. But anyway, so let's keep drawing a little bit here. As you can see, this is more for the people who like to sketch and draw and things like this. I am not making a line perfect like I done in the previous drawings. This guy, it's a bear, even if it is a demon, it's a bear, and is hairy. All of this is fur, so I'm breaking the lines a little bit, doing some lines here and there. I am only doing clean the clothes, that I will paint fully black like this with pen, for the sake of contrast later when I add the browns and the blacks to the color in a moment, but for now. And as you can see, I could have drawn just the bear like a normal bear, but this is mermaid, so we are doing this kind of half fish part as well of it. And if there are fans of Mor'du out there watching this and they are upset because I'm drawing him in this kind of funny way or comedic way, apologies because obviously I want to play with the prompt. I want to be able to explore the prompt a little bit and do some ideas like this. You see some of the arrows there on the back. Advice for those starting drawing challenges like this: not everything needs to be perfect. You are doing traditional, you are doing digital. Feel free to explore the capabilities that you have, do many challenges, do many drawings, find your way that you like of drawing, find as well the method, the technique that you like the most to draw. For example, this is me drawing in traditional because I love traditional. I draw as well in digital, but this is more me. I feel it more like this when I'm drawing something. Okay, I'm more at ease and I feel more relaxed and everything when I'm drawing like this. Okay, here is our Mor'du caricature. As I said at the beginning, you probably have watched Brave as well. I think I need blue, a little bit of blue, because there is some kind of gray. Oh no, gray. Yeah, gray, it can be very, very nice. I have a nice gray here. Yes, this one, darker. Let's try this one. Instead of brown, I can play with the gray. It can be very interesting. So in Brave movie, basically the issue when Merida escapes and meets the witch, and the witch makes this potion, the problem is that we have the mom being affected by the spell instead of Merida. And this is something that you don't see often in movies, that someone else is affected, not the people that is requesting the power, but the person that is kind of confronted with you is the one receiving this kind of punishment. So mom ends up, the queen ends up getting transformed into a bear. Okay, at the beginning, Merida discovers this when the meeting is happening, when the meeting of the clans is happening to try to find her husband, okay? And the thing is, at the beginning everything is good, we have this problem, yes, that we can fix, yes, let's try to find a witch, but as you go more and more into the story, you see that mom, the queen, is losing herself to the beast, like Mor'du. So that is the problem, and that is the parallelism with the story. That is the thing that you don't know until much later when they introduce Mor'du and they introduced a little bit the story of the four brothers. So we have this issue with the mom, and we need to face the bad guy at the end of the story anyway. So mom is gonna have to fight and protect her cub, her baby girl, that is Merida in that case, and we see this kind of union, joining forces, Merida and mom, to be able to kind of face Mor'du. I like the parallelism. I like to see the lore, as I said before. I like to see the story taking shape. I like to see how the risk is there, and in the hero's journey, because all of these Disney movies follow the same principle and the same steps, like Joseph Campbell analysis of the hero's journey, the 12 rules, let's say, the kind of dial. The hero, that in this case is Merida, needs to pass some trials and have some challenges that she needs to overcome, okay? And in this case, one of them is recovering mom, and another one is getting rid of Mor'du. Mor'du is a creature that represents, I think, the jealousy and the selfishness, and in a lot of cases as well, the expectations. The expectations. I think Brave is a movie about expectations, and we all suffer this with friends, with family, with everyone, that you expected something from someone and it didn't happen and you were disappointed, or maybe someone expected something from you as well and you didn't do it, and that other person got disappointed as well. It can happen at work as well, it can happen in many places. And the thing is, Merida wanted to rule when he had to rule, or when he had to marry. However, she wanted to marry one because she wanted, okay. She didn't want to marry anyone, okay, as well. I want to be able to decide what I'm gonna do. But mom, in that case, mom and dad as well, the queen and the king, they are more traditional. They are more thinking about the combination and the bringing together of the clans by marrying her like an object, like it used to be before in medieval times, for the sake of the kingdom, for the sake of the realm. They want to join forces with another kingdom, with another clan. Okay, so obviously nowadays you don't see that much around. Still may happen in some places, but you don't see it much around. And basically, she is against this enforcement. We have, I think, in my opinion, I read this as well a lot from the movie, I think it's, if I remember correct, Turning Red, I think it was. The family had expectations about the girl and the transformation and everything, and even if the girl was very comfortable on her shoes, there were some issues there that it was family related. I see this a lot as well, and I made a drawing about it, that it kind of blew a little bit my Instagram. A lot of people liked it out of the blue, because I think it's something real, that it happens to everyone, and when that happens, that means you have a good story. And it was basically the concept of grandma in the movie Encanto. Grandma has expectations from everyone. Everyone is kind of very wary of her opinion and her needs, and everyone wants to please her. And at the end of the story, I was never happy with the end of that story, because all of that problem is the grandmother's problem, and she needs to go to a psychologist. Nowadays we have psychologists for that. So if you are feeling like that, or if you know anyone that's feeling like that, that is a helpful thing that you have out there, that you can pay this service, someone who is specialized in helping other people to solve these kind of issues. Like that person, the grandmother, had her own trauma when she was young, when she was pregnant, or when she just gave birth to the triplets, and ended up creating, because her trauma, a very difficult infancy, or a very difficult period of time for the whole family, and a lot of expectations, and blaming her own insecurities and her own faults, let's say, in other people. And I think the story, it touches that, it touches your soul very deep, and you say, man, this story is so real. And I think that's why, even being one of those new movies, it touched a lot of people, and it got so nicely received, because it was real. When we I think Disney, I'm talking Disney because these are movies, Disney movies, but this, everyone is doing this, DreamWorks as well, every kind of company are doing this kind of stories that maybe someone or the director is trying to represent some issue or a trauma that they had when they were kids, and they are kind of making it, trying to find a solution through storytelling and through the movie. So other people that is maybe experiencing the same situation at home, maybe they can, through the story, see that it's not the end of the world, and you can just carry on and do your own thing, and be happy. Okay, be happy, because that's the point. Live your life and be happy. And I like it. Sometimes works, sometimes it's very forced, but I'm up for the ideas to see what's gonna happen with all of these things. So yeah, as well, feel free to drop any comment here in the show more section with your opinion about this topic. I know it's a very delicate topic, a very controversial topic. A lot of people they don't like to talk about these things, and I understand. It's for me difficult as well, but it's real life. And I think that's why Disney movies are so watched, because when you watch it, even if you don't say anything to anyone, you feel yourself as the main character. You are kind of in the story with them. You are living the problem with them, and then you are finding a solution with them. And sometimes, not in every movie, sometimes we grow a little bit more by watching something like this, because it gives us an insight that we didn't think, or it gives us an idea that we never contemplated. For example, like patience. For example, maybe in some moments in your life that you are frustrated about something with I don't know, with your mother, with your boss, with your friend, with your brother, with your sister. Maybe by watching a movie that you see something similar, you say, actually, maybe I act a little bit more patient in this aspect, or maybe I ask about this, or I talk about this, and unconsciously you grow, and unconsciously you learn, and I think it's beautiful as well in that sense. For now, let's add a little bit of fine liner here, okay? As you can see, there is a lot of dark areas in the drawing. That is what we wanted, some grayish dark areas in the drawing. Just want to define some shapes, so we are able to see a little bit of Mor'du underneath all this fur. But I think this is the aspect I wanted to kind of achieve, like a black mass of something, okay? And that it looks danger. It looks danger. If you would be swimming, I don't know, when you encounter a creature like this under the water or coming towards you, man, that could be terrifying. We have in One Piece, we have these characters, these creatures called the Sea Kings, and the Sea Kings, when Eiichiro Oda, the creator, represents these characters, they are always very cartoony, very funny, very clean. Even if they are dangerous animals in real life, like, I don't know, a lion, or a gorilla, or a bear. They are very cartoony, very funny looking, and very sweet. Okay, very sweet that you wanna draw them, and you wanna, I don't know, have peluche at home and everything. I don't know, you wanna have merch, but this guy is not the case. I could have done a very clean drawing of Mor'du, very stylized drawing, looking like manga, or looking like one of the normal characters, like clean and with very defined line work. But we are not looking for that. Mor'du as a character is a mess. Is a corrupted person who transformed himself into this creature to destroy his own family, to take over the territory, and to control the legacy of his father. So my intention obviously was to make a dark blob of something happening here. That's why as well I said at the beginning that he's kind of in constriction there, is comprised, is like dorsip, like very, very, very comprised like this, with the arms and everything, because even if he thinks that he's in control, he's not in control anymore. The monster is in control, okay? And that is what's happening in the movie as well. As we go with Merida and Mom in this adventure, this is what is happening. She is becoming more and more bear, more and more animal, and Merida doesn't know how to kind of handle her at that point, and it brings her a lot of sadness. All of this is a problem, as I said, of expectations, of communication. If Merida would have said to Mom, look, this is the problem I have, I'm young, I don't want to do this way, and I'm explaining this to you, and Mom would have sit as well on the table and explain to her why she wants to do these things, and listen to her, the opinion, you could have saved a lot of time and a lot of trouble. And that is a teaching that you learn with time, that maybe when you have your own kids, you say, okay, I had this problem and I don't want to have that problem with my own kids. So if that thing happened, that we have different opinions or we clash, I prefer to sit, talk, have a chat, to understand why this is happening and how we can find an agreement, okay? Because everything in life, you know, is not black or white. There is as well the gray area in the middle that you can work. But in the movies, it's explained radically. If you selfishly follow your own desires and your own needs, like Merida did with this potion, you will do damage. You will affect your family. You will damage your mother. You will lose your mother. Okay? The solution is not that. The solution is at the very end, you see how they talk, as well mother. And it is beautifully represented with her hair. Her hair is very, very straight, made in a braid, very long braid, beautiful. And she's a very straightly drawn character, like a line, okay? And Merida, since the very beginning, she's like a wild mass of hair, running around, jumping, fighting, you know, playing with the swords, you know, practicing with the swords, hunting, and riding this massive horse and everything. So she is wild. And the mother is not wild. The mother maybe used to be wild, but now she's behaving. So you see how those two characters, when they come together, they clash, because they are the opposite, okay, the contrary. And then as they kind of bond during the issue and the problem in the movie, you see at the end of the movie how mom, when she de-transforms, so she's back to her normal self, we see her hair loose. It's not in a braid anymore, like kind of the poetic of the character. I love these tiny details that maybe if you are not into details, or you are not into animation, or you are not into storytelling, you may not pay attention. But me as a storyteller is like, that is important. That is important, and that is something that someone thought, presented to the board, presented to the director, and said, what if we do the hair this way? and the problem with the hair is gonna do this and that. As well, in this movie, in Brave movie, there was a lot of advancing techniques while using 3D to apply to the hair texture and to the hair development as well, and how it moves and everything. This is something that they do in many movies. They implement new things, like in Moana as well. We had a little bit of hair improvement, a little bit of skin improvement, as well, a little bit of VFX with the water improvement as well, and the flow of water as well. And when I do the Disney videos, and feel free as well to request any kind of movie that you want me to talk about, we can go through this, like secrets behind the making of some of the movies that I know, that I studied basically, and we can investigate some of those nice points, nice details. Okay, so this, I like it. I don't know how nice it's gonna be looking in the video, because as I said, I'm using this brand Derwent Chroma Flow. This is a new set I got for Christmas, beautiful present, and I haven't tried them properly, so my full mermaid is being painted with these colors. I feel that some of them are softer than others, and the dark, for example, the black color, this is black 2300, 2300. It is very soft. It gives a texture on the paper. Probably it needs to be used with a nice paper, but not with watercolor paper, because it has too much texture. So when I paint here, visually, I have it nice. The texture is very nice and everything. But when I take a picture, on the phone with nice quality, in any of the phones that we have at home, or in any of the cameras that I may test, it brings a lot of the texture from the paper. It remarks with the softness of the color, and it is very kind of not showing the nice detail and the nice texture made for the drawing. It's a pity that is happening like that, because I tried with different quality phones as well to see what can I do with that. There are multiple colors, like all of them have specific names, like Shiraz 0630, that is like some sort of brownish as well. We have yellows as well, the amber gold 0200 as well. There are some of these colors, I would say especially the yellows and the greens, that they work beautifully. You just draw the pigmentation and the texture that they have. So this is kind of a granulated, like this is grain basically put together, and when you paint, it's soft. But there are others that are a little bit more hard, and when you are able to color something seamless, you don't even see the texture. You see only the detail that is. It feels even like you are drawing with a pen, I would say. It feels very, very nice and very interesting. I guess as well, depend of the type of artist that you are, depend of the type of artwork that you want to do. You can have one color or another color. I always say here in the channel, and I will never get tired of this, don't marry a specific brand for anything. Just maybe for this drawing is better Derwent. For another drawing is better Standler. For another drawing is better Copic pen, and that is okay. I don't think you will see. It is very unlikely to find an artist, or to find on YouTube maybe a studio tour or a room tour showing the materials that they have. I doubt that someone has only one brand and everything is the same brand, because we do different types of drawings, and we need to use different types of materials all the time. Okay, maybe this company stops making this specific black, and I need to find another similar black that I like as well, and I experienced this many times as well, many times. But if you are an artist out there and you want as well to drop your opinion about about this kind of artsy comments, feel free to do so, and we can open the conversation always. I'm more than happy to talk about all these things. So today, basically, we have been drawing Mor'du. This is the bad guy, the bad character from Brave movie. The prompt was Brave for MerMay2025 day 14. Okay, and very enjoyable conversation. I like to explain things that I'm always investigating, like movies in this case, and animation secrets that I'm always checking and kind of looking. We are drawing here on the side of the paper. Okay, I have the tripod on top, and this is a A3 type of paper. The size is A3. I'm drawing here on the side because in the next drawing we are gonna be doing another guy here, another guy here, another here at the bottom, another one here. I'm gonna have 6, 7 here. There are many videos from MerMay that I put some links there that you can as well check and see what do you think about them, if you like them or not, and open conversation as well. Okay, this channel is basically half and half. All of it is art talk, all of it is art talk, all of it is storytelling talk, but half of the channel are One Piece videos with One Piece drawings and theories that I'm gonna put here. While I'm drawing a One Piece character from the manga, I'm explaining where the guy is gonna go, why is this happening. So I'm working on the storytelling, working on the lore. And the rest of the channel, the other half of the channel, is videos like this, that I'm gonna be drawing something about a movie, a book, a video game I like, something that you propose as well, and I can do a drawing, explain some things about it, and yeah, and this is the idea, and I'm enjoying it a lot. I have to say I'm enjoying it a lot. It allows me to be here doing this and rest my mind a little bit and be able to share my knowledge with all of you. I hope someone finds this interesting. I hope. I've seen some nice likes, some nice comments, some nice people sharing these videos and everything, and I appreciate it. Thank you very much, guys. And yeah, I've seen as well a lot of people lately liking and watching the shorts from previous videos and previous theories and previous ideas. I appreciate it a lot as well. I like to see this kind of conversation start rolling and everything, and I love it. So I will say again and again, feel free to participate in the channel, share with your friends and your family, because the more the merrier here, and we can talk and we can do even more things here. Okay, so I will leave in the show more section my other social media that I have. You know, the Instagram, I have the website as well, very nicely done website, all from scratch, and yeah, pretty much I think that is all the things I wanted to mention today. The drawing, and I said it in the previous MerMay as well, I should at some point do an exhibition. I haven't done an exhibition in some years, and this beautifully framed in a small frame, it can be very enjoyable to see instead of in a video, because in a video, even if the camera is super nice and the phone is super nice to take pictures, I notice it that even with perfect light and everything outside or inside, it is not that nice how it looks, or at least it's me just learning how to work with this specific type of pencils. Okay, I don't know. I need to keep exploring. I need to practice more with the Durant colors to see how I feel. Okay, and to spot which colors are the ones working better for me, because that is true as well. Sometimes you will find colors that even if they are more expensive, or even if they are nicer, or even if they I don't know, whatever, maybe for you or for your way of drawing or painting, they don't work that nice. Okay, and that is totally okay, and that's totally true. Okay, that's something that we all know, and You can't avoid, okay? Let's do. So this is like eating something that you want to eat, and you can't eat it because for you it's not good for your belly. You know, I'm eating this, but I like this very much, but it doesn't suit me well. So that is exactly the same, okay? Just so you can compare and have an idea more or less. This is Mor'du, the warrior, the brother, the cursed king or the cursed prince. Very interesting, very interesting. Disney Pixar, if you are out there watching this video and you need someone to create more stories, just give me a shout. Give me a shout because I love the lore and I can start creating lore for all the movies that you want. You want Zootoropolis, you want a story for Frozen, a story for these guys, for Moana, for everything. I love it. I love it. So the stories are nice, the characters are beautiful, and I'm sure there are a lot of people out there, like me, that they kind of find joy in the lore. I think lore for the sake of lore, no, because Star Wars for me is getting already a little bit too much. I love Star Wars, but I need substance. The lore needs to explain me things, not just see a random place, and it is something to take seriously, to be honest, when you are creating storytelling, when you are creating world building. That this is what we do here in the channel. We kind of explore the possibilities and how it can work to make a solid story that makes sense. Okay, I think we finished for today. I don't want to keep talking, and yeah. And just so keep in mind, I didn't want to move this forward because if you think about it, I'm in the limit of the paper here, and I don't wanna be drawing in the limit either. I just gave a couple of centimeters here, a couple of centimeters there, so I can draw comfortably. I put it here on the side, and for the sake of the format, I didn't want to be showing you half of the wood and half of the paper, just for the sake of having this very nice. So I am just gonna sign. This is DavidViadel23, DavidViadel23. You can say it as you want, and this is the Mandrago's Cave. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you like the drawing and the conversation, and yeah, feel free to share, subscribe, like, and all these things that happen here in YouTube, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much. Bye.